he's 1-1 with the warrior deck, so it's not like, oh yeah, it's so good. Just played it once, 1-1. It's no, he lost a spell mage. Granted, it was a good spell mage draw, but yes.
That's it. Luna saying, "This is fun."
Yep. Look how fun all of this is. Fireball face, I have 3 cards out of 11 that are just straight up burn.
After endless days, weeks, months, years of grinding, the results have finally showed up. The hard work has paid off, and victory tastes sweet. He came into the inaugural Grandmaster season as one of the best players that the open system has produced.
Hello everybody, TJ here, and now I am joined by the champion of America's Grandmasters for Season 1 of 2021, fresh off his victory. It's Nalguidan. Nalguidan, you were 2 matches away from Worlds once. You were 1 match away from Worlds twice in the past. How does it feel now to finally qualify to a World Championship?
I can't believe it, honestly. Like, I've been trying to qualify for like 5 years now. So I think I still don't believe that I qualified. Like, I will probably realize tomorrow that what I did.
Yeah, it was a joke. This whole season of Grandmasters is just one big prank to make you believe that that you actually made it to the World Championship. But nope, it's all been fake.
The real players are next week.
Yeah, the real players are next week. Yeah, this is just a practice. This is just one long rehearsal.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like I've been casting your matches forever, and was this like the ultimate goal for you as a Hearthstone player? Were you just like kind of playing Hearthstone because you loved it and it was like this passion and you wanted to win, but you just kind of went along with the flow? Or has the World Championship always been like this ultimate goal for you?
So it's like it's an evolving goal, you know, because I started in the beginning, 2013, 2014. I was playing local tournaments. I was doing well. My goal at the moment was to qualify for a seasonal championship. We used to have 3 seasonal championships back in the days, remember? So that was my goal, pretty much. I had already qualified to like EM in Katowice, some tournaments in Brazil, and I had never left my country before that. So that was like really important. And my goal was to qualify to a seasonal championship in the United States. I qualified in 2017, and I didn't make it to Worlds. I was happy, but at the same time I was like, oh, this opportunity is once in a lifetime. I'm not gonna make it again. And then 2018, the next seasonal championship, I qualified again, and I missed Worlds again. And then, well, we had Grandmaster 2019.
Yeah.
And I lost in semifinals. But yeah, that one didn't hurt that much. Like, I wasn't counting on make it to Worlds. Mm-hmm. And then last year was kind of a fail. And now I make it. So I guess now the next goal is to be a world champion. Maybe not this year, but maybe in some years I will be a world champion. Who knows?
Yeah, step by step. The first time, it's happy that you get there, and then the second time you realize that I need to win it the next time I go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, this was like making it to Worlds was at the moment my highest goal. I mean, now I need to start thinking on be the world champion, but I'm already happy with this. I think like qualifying for the world championship is like what every competitive player wants. I mean, if you fail there, I mean, it's we know that the better players don't always win. We know that consistency, it's like not sure how to say this, but like really shown in the game. We know consistency.
Yeah.
Better players win more, but not always is like that. So I think qualifying for the World Championship is like one of the ultimate goals of every Hearthstone player.
Yeah, it's another thing you can add to your resume as a player, which is
Yeah.
pretty storied right now.
Yeah.
And in the finals today, you did have to go up against friend, fellow Argentinian, also practice partner, same lineup except for a single card, which I was hoping it was gonna wreck him with the crash. Didn't come up, but
Yeah, I was expecting that because I also have a turtle, and it's here in my room. So I was expecting to. Yeah, you want to see
real
it?
turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, get it. Of course.
Okay.
This is unexpected. Not scripted at all. I had no idea he had a turtle. Oh, what? That's a turtle. So you just have
winter.
a pet turtle.
Yeah, it's winter here, so it's like sleeping most of the time.
Okay.
It was sleeping right now.
You just picked him up from his sleep just to show him.
Yeah, it's like 40 years old turtle.
Oh, wow. Is his name Crash?
No, it's Margarita.
Ah, okay. Well, 40 years old. I don't think Crash existed in any form.
Yeah.
40 years ago. So that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, you had to play against Rami. Was it bittersweet having to go up against him, or did you both kind of have this understanding that like only one of you could win, so let's just give it our best and see what happens?
Personally, I was really happy that we both make finals. Like, this probably sounds like everyone will say this, but I was really happy that we both make finals. I think if I will lose the finals, I will still be happy for him. And he said the same, and I think he really is happy for me because he's a really nice guy. So yeah, I think like personally, it was the better outcome for me. We both placed in the finals. And whatever. I mean, of course, I wanted to win. Everyone's going to win, but I think if I lose, I will take it.
Yeah. Him being in the finals means it was a reasonable outcome for, no matter what happens. Obviously, you prefer one, which is you winning, which is what happened. But
yeah, of course.
So what's the tea called again? Is it mate? Is that what the tea is called?
Yeah, it's mate.
Yeah. That's the secret. Because
I mean,
in the past, it's just been you sipping on it, but you didn't have it in every match, right? But this season, you both had it in every match, and you both made it to the finals.
And you can go back and see that every week that I lose, I wasn't drinking in the series I lose. Not a single time.
Wow, that is the secret.
Because it's not always time to drink, you know, like.
Yeah.
You can't abuse the powers of the.
It's like Monsanto's hat, right? Except way more powerful than Monsanto's hat.
Yeah.
Monsanto needs to take a leaf out of your book and drink some tea.
You know, let me tell you a cool story because I think it was in the second playoff I went, 2018. Bunny Hopper qualified as well. And at the moment, PNC told me, you should bring herbs, mate herbs to Bunny Hopper because he told me once that he likes to drink that. And I was like, is he trolling me or is he serious? So I went to ask Bunny Hopper, and he said, yeah, I meet a friend that used to be in Argentina, and he showed me, blah, blah, blah. So I brought like 2 kilos of herbs to Bunny Hopper in that playoffs, and he was the champion.
Yeah, he won. Did you give any to Killin' All Day? Because that was my favorite tournament of all time, because that was the tournament that Killin' All Day qualified to the World Championship too.
No, he didn't ask me.
Okay. That would have been a great story though, if he had.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna change that story and say that you did. You guys shared mate right before he went up for his top 8 match. There you go. That's cool.
It's just herbs, just in case. It's just herbs. It's a plant, nothing weird.
Yeah, I know, but I'm glad you let everybody else know that'll be watching this.
Yeah.
But I think the story of this season for you, outside of obviously winning and having the best Grandmaster season that you've had, was the Spell Mage, right? I joked about it a lot because of our interactions on social media, but you just are the nuts on Spell Mage.
I'm gonna make a portrait of I don't know if Lunacy, like a big portrait of Lunacy over the whole deck. I don't know, but I need to do it because
it treated you well this season. But the tables were kind of flipped on you in the finals because Rami had 2 games in a row where he had Deck of Lunacy essentially on curve, right? Coined in one game and then played it with coin hand on the second game. It had to be stressful for you because you never know what to expect in those games. What was going through your head in those final 2 games of the finals going up against your Deck of Lunacy, but against Rami?
So the first one, it was Warrior against Mage. I had an early board. So he played Lunacy on 4. Usually if he goes like flow into Lunacy, you don't really expect to win because then he have the 8/8s and heal that are really good against Warrior. He didn't go with flow before, so like in that situation, you can expect to win. It really depends on his hand. Like if he goes Lunacy and then he has like Refreshing Spring Water and gets a lot of options of the modified cards, he's probably winning. But if his hand is like, I don't know, just expensive cards because he didn't play flow and he needs to spend some turns to get a few cards. I mean, Lunacy is really consistent, but you need like to draw a few options, like if you only draw one card, maybe that card is useless.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying, but like if you get to draw some cards, you are usually in a really good spot because you probably have cheap draw, cheap removal, cheap board. So yeah, he didn't cut that. He played Lunacy, so I thought I could win with my board, but then he removed everything. He got the ring toss from Lunacy, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to win. I mean, his hand was really bad, honestly, on that Lunacy. He got like all draw.
Yeah.
And then last game, I had a pretty powerful hand. I mean, I was expecting to win that game. Like, I knew if I get to make a bit more damage with my minions, I had double stabbing hand. So yeah.
I saw the intensity in your eyes.
Yeah.
I called the Mancrook's wife on for like the turn after you played it, and it didn't happen. But then it came out like on 5, right? And right then, like you had like your body just tensed up. And your eyes got really wide, and I could tell you knew it was over as soon as that happened. Like as soon as that, it doesn't matter. You just look at yourself in that moment. It's just like a kind of subtle but super tense.
I also got like Mancrook on 3, Kazakus on 4, perfect Golem on 5. Yep. So yeah, it was meant to be. I mean, if you get that hand, it's meant to.
But
to be a win.
It was many moments that led up to that culminating one, right? So it was an impressive season. And I do want to ask, what's next, right? Are you going to take a break? Are you going to take it easy on Hearthstone for a little bit? I mean, you're like one of the best performing players for Americas in Masters Tours, which is crazy. We don't have that many, but you still are. Are you going to try hard for Masters Tour Dalaran coming up in a couple weeks?
Yeah, of course, I always try hard. I mean, every tournament I try to do my best. I think that, I mean, I'm very grateful for this opportunity of being able to play Hearthstone for a living and for do it for so long. So I try to not skip every opportunity. Like, I know some players maybe like to rest a bit, maybe think like, okay, it's 400 people playing the Master Tour, so I don't know, let's just play whatever. But I really try to do my best because I mean, it's obvious, like, let me think how to say this. Like, I was saying this before, like, in Hearthstone, you don't always win if you play well. So you need big sample size to get achievements, you know? So
Yeah.
if I don't try hard for this Master Tour, I will probably do bad, and maybe I try hard for the next one and I'm unlucky and I do bad as well. So I'd rather just try hard both and maybe do well in one.
Yeah. I really like that attitude because it's not a lot of players, I think, or not enough players have that. And Dalaran's going to be a little tough because for us, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, right?
You're Argentina. I don't even know what time zone you're in. Is it like 6:30 p.m.
It's like
there?
it's about 4 or 5 hours later than the USA. It's GMT -3.
Oh, okay. So
If that makes sense.
I am East
So it's
Coast,
like in the middle.
So I'm GMT
Yeah, it's-
-5. So it's 8:45 p.m. there, right?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
to think it easier is like 12 hours difference with Asia, pretty much.
Okay. So Master Dalaran starts at 10 p.m. here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like the perfect.
I
right?
mean, honestly, I'd rather that instead of starting at 9 a.m.
Okay. Huh. All right. Gamer hours.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, I'll be rooting for you in that one. But honestly, I'm out of questions. So I want to give you this opportunity. If you have any shout-outs that you'd like to make, or any people or other players that you'd like to thank that helped you along the way, the floor is yours.
Oh, yeah, of course. I don't want to miss anyone, but I mean, I try hard for this, but I also owe this to so many people that constantly support me. My family, my dad, and my dad, you know, he became like a huge Grandmaster fan in this pandemic quarantine because at the beginning of last year, the sports stopped, right? So he started to watch. He doesn't live here. He started to watch Grandmaster, and now he's like a huge fan. He knows every player.
Nice.
When I play someone, it's like, oh, okay, that player is doing really good. You know, like he knows every player. Only for America because he watched Spanish broadcast, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, my grandmother as well. And then in Hearthstone, you know, my girlfriend Nayara, that it's been supporting me for years, and then pretty much every player that helps me to practice at any time, like you know, the guys that you know, because it was mentioned like a million times already this week. Tincho has been helping me for years, for like years and years. Like those championships that I went to the USA, Tincho was helping me to prepare. PNC is kind of retired right now, but he was a big part in my Hearthstone career. And then, you know, players like Rusinho, Montu, the Argentinian players that they are always willing to help me practice. Dark Cloud is a Chilean player. So, like, you know, because maybe I have a tournament, they don't really have why to spend time practicing a matchup with me. Like, they don't get anything with that, and they are always willing to help me. And I'm probably forgetting a lot of people, so sorry if I do.
I'm sure they know in spirit. You can thank them personally after this.
Yeah, like pretty much every Argentinian player helped me at a point, like in practice or something. There are two players that are trying to qualify to Grandmaster right now, Joaquin and Dimitri Kasov. They have 7 points, so maybe if they do well in Dalaran, they can get into Grandmaster. That would be nice.
Joaquin Myron's nemesis. He beats me on ladder like every day.
Cool.
Joaquin. He's like ranked.
Oh.
He was in top 5 earlier.
He's rank 1. He got rank 1 prepared.
Oh, he's rank 1. Okay,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's been spamming talking to it since expansion.
I know.
So.
I was like rank 60 or something, and then I played against him twice in 4 games, and he just crushed me both times. He had crazy Tokyo openings. Not surprised he's rank 1 now. Dirty Tokyo player. Sorry to interrupt your shout-outs with my personal vendettas. Okay.
Yeah, well, pretty much it. So
All right. I enjoyed the interview, Nalguidan. It was honestly a pleasure watching this season. It's been a long time coming for you to get that big win and qualify to the World Championship. You've had clean play for many years now. So one last time, a big congratulations to you, and thanks for taking the time to do the interview.
thank you. Yeah, I had some moments. People is probably gonna remember the Coin Maligos for like 20 years more, but I also had good moments.
Coin Malagos? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any Coin Malagos. All right, yeah, it's all about the deck of lunacy. Whatever. Nobody's gonna ever remember the Coin Malagos. But again, thanks, Nalguidan. For anybody else who wants to check out more info or the other winners interviews, you can check it out at youtube.com/Hearthstone Esports. Or if you want to check out information about upcoming Masters Tour, Dalaran and Rudon Nalguidan in that one, because he's going to be in it. He's going to be working hard for it. Check that out at playhearthstone.com/esports.